Hey, this is Kristen Shaw with Airport Improvements Show and Tell. I'm here today with Ken Hamby, who is the head engineer for Starglide, and I'm really curious to know more about this product for airports. So tell us, what is Starglide?
Starglide is a new moving walk system that we've been developing over the last couple of years. It takes a belt system that we've had for 60 years, and we're moving away from just being a belt component supplier to other manufacturers to producing our entire walk system for airports. And we're really excited about it because it helps us have the opportunity to take all of the things that we've learned not only with the belt system in moving walkways over the years, but belts in general that service mining systems and long outdoor type of applications. We know belts and we know moving walkways, and we're putting the two together. With that, we'll be able to bring new energy efficiencies that airports aren't used to seeing in their moving walk systems. You're going to find much quieter moving walkway systems than the typical aluminum pallet systems that get that clunking at the end, if you've ever noticed.
Right. Mm-hmm.
And the biggest thing that we like is the passenger comfort. When you walk on the moving walkway, for example, here we have a demonstrator that one end has aluminum pallets and the other end has our belt. When you walk on the aluminum pallets, it's like walking on concrete. You hit the belt, it's like walking on carpet. So that really does a lot for people's joints, their legs, their knees. You get a lot quieter experience with people with their carry-ons as well.
Oh, yeah.
We don't have the seams between those metal pallets, so it's just that quiet whir of the
It's
wheels.
not that ka-clunk, ka-clunk, ka-clunk.
And with that, we've got quite a few innovative things that we're working on in our R&D center right now in Europe. We're looking at further ways to improve our energy efficiency because airports are so interested in being as green as possible.
Absolutely.
We start out greener, I think, than the aluminum pallets, and we're working on new drive technologies and new control technologies for the drives that take that inherent advantage we have and magnify it so that we can have the lowest possible energy footprint we can.
We should go stand on it. Let's go take a look.
All right, sounds good.
So this is the traditional style of people mover, walkway.
Right.
What's the difference?
Well, the big difference, this one has what's called a die-cast aluminum pallet, and the particular one we've done here is the smaller of the two. There's usually this size or one that's roughly 3 times the size.
Okay.
What they all have in common is, besides being a rigid aluminum body here, they're connected on the sides to roller chains that actually drive the pallets to give the motion. Those roller chains have plates and pins, and they get a lot of friction that builds up in there, and that's part of what I was mentioning earlier about the energy efficiencies. We don't have that frictional losses that these systems do just because of the inherent nature of the belt. Now, the other thing here is you walk on it. I mean, my shoes, they're pretty quiet, so you don't hear much, but when you have heels or dress shoes, when I do wear proper dress shoes, you hear that.
Right.
And then, of course, you see the joints in here. So what will happen is, as you have the passenger bags, as we mentioned, when you come across with the wheels, you get that thumping of the wheels. Another interesting thing that occurs, because you have to have the joints in the aluminum when they go around those turnarounds to come back on the bottom side, anything that gets dropped in here has the potential of falling through and collecting up within the system.
True.
The thing is, you'll notice it's a one-piece continuous belt that goes the entire length. That helps avoid those joints that are in here, so we don't get the collection of dirt, debris, and different things along the length of the walkway. It'll stay on top of the belt and go feed back into the belt. Now, that may not sound great, but what happens is it goes to a common point where we can easily have collection systems to brush it off of the belt into a collection tray. So when your maintainers come in, it's a simple matter of pulling it out and you get rid of the debris. These systems, you would have to do what they call a clean down, where you take those pallets out and you move them continuously.
Lots of pieces and parts.
Yeah, and it's seldom ever done, but that's another story. So, those are the big fundamental differences. The comfort's a big thing. The energy efficiency, again, we don't have the chains that are alongside the pallets, and the nature of the rubber actually has some interesting properties. As we're going over the little wheels that are under it, there'll be a set of wheels here and a set of wheels here. You have the compression of the rubber, and then on the other side it's decompressing. So what's happening is we're losing a little bit of energy through the process, but we're recovering it too as it uncompresses. So it helps overall in reducing the demand we have for the electrical power to actually drive the belt that you don't have because of the inherent differences in the technologies between ours and the aluminum type of systems.
Well, that's fascinating. Thank you so much for the overview. Starglide sounds like it's on the move.
It is.
In more ways than one.
And in the right direction, too. Okay.
Thank you so much for joining us. This has been Show and Tell on the show floor at ACI North America.
All right. Take care.